regarding the storage account access, we have a storage account container, and this container needs to, this is a private access. The access level is private, so you could not able to access by without authentication and authorization. We have a multiple access types. One is private access and public access. Private only, like blob anonymous read access for blobs only. Container anonymous read access for a container and blobs. Now I'm currently we are focusing on the private, then we will come to the blob and container. So in the case of private access, as I mentioned, like as it is a private access, then you are not able to access, you means like developer will not able to access this container without providing the access permissions. Like we have a one way, that is one of the way is storage account key. By using the storage account key, we can access any container, any block. We will see that that way of access. We have a access keys as a these access key 1, key 2 related to the, by using these connection string we can access, and this any one of these connections we can access. Let's see, we'll have a code related to that. Just we will have a glance on the code. We will not implement that. For the kind of a real implementation and kind of a doing the work, creating the and by executing the code, and those stuff we will do in a different session. But our aim is to understand what is the entire storage account. We will cover most of all the options here. First we will go with the theoretical, then we will go with the different sessions, and we'll provide a links below in the description. Then we will find that, and you can access related to the training session, let's say. Now we related to the connection string, we will see the code related to this. This is the connection string where this is the connection string. So by using this connection string, as I mentioned, right, we will create this container, upload this blob. For that we need a blob service client. We will provide a connection string in the blob service client class and create an object. Once we create an object related to the client, we have a container name. That container name we have provided here. We will create a like blob container client. This is a service client, and we are container client we have created based on this container. This container client, we will check if the create container is already existed, it won't create. If not, it will create the container. Then once created, we based on this blob name, you have created a blob client object. We have 3 clients. One is the service client, and another one is the container client, and now we have created a blob client. This blob client, we will upload the file by using the blob client. So basically, just I want to provide some glance on how we will upload a blob into the container. So this way we will upload the file. In the case of keys using, like we have key 1, key 2, but why we have 2 keys? Then why don't we have a single key? Like to explain that, as I mentioned, like it is I will say it is a backup. Yeah, backup. Then how it will be the backup? So once key 1 is not working, then once key 1 is not working, then we will go for the second key. Like most of the people knows, but just to understand, then I am explaining this. The key 1 is used in the coding. Like as I mentioned, like here as a key 1, like in the code we will use function string. This is a key one. We have always an expiry time for the key one, and for that in sometimes like to the security purpose they will set an expiry key. Basically key is used in the rare cases to the development process. Mostly we will not use a key by the way of a key connection string. We will not provide the connection string. We will use the different way of approach, like a manage identity and RBAC process. So a user delegations as service principal. So in this way we will use, but for the explanation to know, we'll have to understand every possibility of the access in the case of storage account containers. That's the reason I will have to go through this. The key one and key two. We have two keys. So as you know, like we are using the key one. Let's assume we have expiry time. Why we set the expiry time? Like in the case of here we have a connection string that will access container. So those containers may having a data. In the case of development process, that key may be mislead. Like someone use that keys. So it is a different scenario. Let's assume that may be mislead. So then our data will be the risk, even in the case of development process. So to protect that kind of data, usually DevOps team will provide a certain expiry time or rotation of the keys. Rotation time would be there. They will use to put. So maybe 1 week or 2 weeks like that. So once it got expired, we used to intimate to the DevOps team so that they will change. They will immediately move or they will immediately change that connection string to the key 2, or they will immediately provide to the key 2. So in this way we'll have to explicitly change the key 1. If it is not works, then we'll go and change the code in the key 2 that way. Or in the real case, what happen is, in the case of development, while we are developing, they will provide a key 1. They will not provide a key 2. Once you got an issue, then if we ask, then they will provide a key 2. In that way also they will do. But I am not saying that this is exactly right process, but I am strictly with the key 1 and key 2. Then we will go for the remaining permissions and access and how we will do in a enterprise level. That is the different case. I will explain those parts, but I am only focusing on the context of the key 1 and key 2. If you only have these key 1 and key 2, what happened in the real time also. That is my motto and my intention. Now I will come back like key 2. They will provide a key 2. This is another scenario. Otherwise, we have a key vault that I will explain later. But let's assume that is a key vault. Where the key vault, let me show that key vault so that you will have, because you need to explore portal much and much, then you can understand. You will use to adapt the environment. So I'm showing that. You need to set actually key vault, where it will store the values, and by key value, then this is a key vault. The key is your connection string, value is the key 1. So when you, for example, a key vault keys here, let's create the key vault. Here I am trying to I'm creating quickly. We'll remove this. this we will provide, and you will copy the connection string, key1 connection string, and first you will provide a key1 connection string, copy that, or else by here you will copy this and you paste into here, sorry, here you will paste. Then you're saying that you can put also activation date, and that is different case. Then we will create the key value pair. Then this key value, this key we will provide to the developer. So he will use, instead of this, you will use Azure keyword as a SA key connection string. This you will use. So once your, if it is expires, as I mentioned, like if it is expires, then immediately you will intimate to the DevOps team. Key is not work, key1 is not working, or your storage account key is not working. So then automatically once DevOps team will come here and paste that key2 and save that, and he will update, and he will not create, just it's already created. So he will update here and he will intimate us. Then there is no blocker for our development process. Then again he will regenerate the key, again he will be put back here. We don't know, I mean developer would not know about the what DevOps team will do. So this way the key1 will handle by DevOps team. That is the use of key1 and key2. Basically the key1 key2, even if you don't have a key2, that is no problem. But what I'm trying to say is, always storage always DevOps provides these kind of features. We should, developer or the product should not fail, so that they cover the most probable situation. So that's the reason they will pick the key2, and sorry, they are providing the key2 also as a backup. So DevOps team will take care. What I'm trying to say is, this is the only one way we'll have to know. Well, this is not the only one way we'll have to do. Then we have, in the real case, we will use the manage identity and service principles. Then those will come later. So now just we have explained about the storage account, and the storage account have a we have a storage account, and the storage account have a container, and container how we will access the containers. And as we select the private anonymous access, so there is no private, there is no anonymous access. Then what I'm trying to say is, we have a storage account key, not a container key, and we have a storage account key. Then we will go to the storage account key, and from there we will pick the key1. And if the key1 is not useful, we pick the key1 and key2 or key2. So the explanation is the explanation here is, key1 is the main key and key2 is the backup key. So we will use what is the role and responsibility of the backup key. So this is the just explanation related to the we can access container, and we'll upload, delete, and manage the data, manage the blobs by using the storage account key, not container related key. And now we'll go for the remaining access process. We'll check that one.